Well, this is the card for All Out. So we have Luchasaurus against Darby Allin for the TNT title, Miro against Powerhouse Hobbs, Chris Statlander against Ruby Soho for the TBS title, Orange Cassidy against John Moxley for the international title, Kenny Omega against Konosuke Takeshita, Bullet Club Gold against FTR and the Young Bucks in an 8-man tag, Adam Cole and MJF defending against for the ROH tag titles, Samoa Joe against Shane Taylor for the ROH television title, and Eddie Kingston and Katsuyori Shibata against Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta. Again, I look on paper.
And just to add to that, Tony Khan announced that on Collision, Ricky Starks will appear live to challenge Ricky the Dragon Steamboat to a strap match at All Out. So,
oh, okay. Well, that's certainly going to the well to do something outside of the box, to do a match with Ricky Steamboat for the pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's rare that they're so specific about like, this person challenging this other person to a specific type of match. So we have seen, what is it?
They're basically telling you that match is happening at the pay-per-view. I mean,
I was going to say, we have seen like, Jack Perry call out Jerry Lynn, and they teased that for a whole week. And it turns out Jerry Lynn was, saving up for like the RBD challenge. This could be that, but with such a short amount of time, this very likely could just be Ricky Steamboat coming in, and essentially it's filling in for CM Punk.
Yeah, and if they have any hope of salvaging something, like it's always Punk can come to Steamboat's aid, and you set that up. But I think people's expectation of that is probably pretty low at this point. Nor do I think like a Punk and Ricky Starks match like takes this pay-per-view and suddenly it's like I see this being a real challenge for like we're going to learn something on Sunday. Like if this does a remarkably, like I would say if this does 110,000 buys or over, I would say, listen, this is an audience that it was like, you have a really solid foundation when it comes to running a pay-per-view, because this is the first AEW pay-per-view I can feel that does not have a big feel attached to it. Like there's some very good matches. I don't doubt it'll be a very good wrestling show. But it's the least important pay-per-view I feel AEW has promoted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think having Punk in Chicago headlining basically would have added, a good deal. But I don't know if like even the Starks match feels like so big, compared to maybe an edition of Collision, for instance. But it would have added something still. You have everybody like who's a star on your roster wrestling on the show at this point, but some of them are tag matches. I mean, you've got Cole and MJF teaming up for their first tag title defense. The Bucks and FTR teaming up in a multi-person match. But those could turn out well, Hobbs and Miro have had a good amount of TV time. Kenny versus Takeshita has had a good amount of TV time. I'm sure that'll be very good as well. So I think there's enough here for your diehards to still be interested.
You got a lot of great like supporting matches. I just think this show, it lacks a big main event.
Yeah, I would put a lot of push behind, well, if they had the time, behind Orange Cassidy and John Moxley. I mean, it really pushed this as the potential end of Orange Cassidy's title run. I think that in and of itself.
Or it's his biggest win. I mean, I don't know how quick I would be to end this run. Like it certainly this is a level of opponent that if you were going to end it, Moxley is more than
and tonight's promo felt like a goodbye promo to me.
Yeah. I'm really intrigued by that match. I think like of this lineup here, I think you could very much justify that closing the show. Like what would you say, that and maybe Omega Takeshita? Like there isn't the clear obvious choice to end the show.
Yeah, it certainly wouldn't be a Cole.
I'd end with the title match. I mean, listen, you're in this position, you don't have this Punk title match most likely, and let's end with the title match, and it tells you the international title is that's what we're gonna go with.